Oh my fucking god, dude.
A simple arcane trick. Oh please, I know how to use it. Knock knock.
Yo, it's
Room service.
I think I'm just gonna have to get rid of my.
It's for your sake. I will be watching you.
Software, bro.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Always good theories. Okay.
Perfect service.
I don't know why I didn't beat it the first time. I literally have no idea what happened. I'm pretty sure that's the actual boss. Alright, it should be the end of the story now. Okay. Let's finish this.
Wow. So many things I haven't seen. This way, please. Gotcha. This way, please. What's this? It's for your sake. I tripled the ingredients this time.
Dude, you stress, bro. I'm stressed trying to get these streams started. Just know that my internet's going to shit.
Your room is ready. A simple arcane trick. Oh please, a simple arcane trick. Knock knock. Room service.
As much thinking, how do I stream on the Discord server? You go into the R99 voice chat. You can go in there, or just general voice, and then you can just share your screen in there.
What's that? This way, my child. What's this?
Can you do it on the phone? Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah, you should be able to.
It's for your sake. The ingredient store owner said it was very effective. Please believe me. Oh please, I know how to use it. A simple please, I know how to use it. Hold on, psychiatrist at work. Bang, bang. I will be watching you. This way, please. What's that? Light the bonfire. I remember. You're waking it.
We should be able to kill it
It's
here
easy
soon.
mixed up.
We'll put Willow in her form.
Same shadow from the same light. I'm prepared. A simple arcane trick. Knock, knock. Room service.
Am I gonna play Infinite Nikki? No, God no. My wife starts an account, but it's not my type of game. That's what happened. It nuked me, and then Kakanya saved me. Okay.
Perfect service, just like always.
Kakanya saved me in that one. Thank God. I heard it's addictive. I think it's addictive for the player base that is part of it, but it's just like a dress-up game. Hurry, and then the fetus and yeah, the bosses are getting different. I'll say different. But yeah, this is a similar like egg, whatever, just like the fetus womb one from 2.1 that y'all are doing. Like it's a very similar like thing.
Oh, I call upon you.
That's all I hear.
A real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you? Luke will foresee your ending.
No, I mean they're definitely different. No, they're definitely different for sure.
Get away. Your room is ready. Heed my prayer. A simple arcane trick. Knock, knock. Room service. Be gone.
I tripled the ingredients this time.
Hold on. Psychiatrist at work.
What's this?
This way, please. Oh, I heed my prayer.
This.
Bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic. Luke will foresee your ending.
Off my head.
My child.
What's that?
Light to the box. Heed my prayer.
Know that Tuesday is gonna deaden all of
It
this,
seems to be mixed up.
but it should be fine.
Shadow. From the same light. Get back and stay back. This way, my child. Oh, I call upon you. Heed my prayer. You're waking. At your service. Luke will foresee your ending. Your punishment will come.
What's this? What's
Your
that?
room is ready, dear. Your room is ready. Oh, I call upon you.
What's this?
Heed my prayer. Knock, knock.
That's what does the boss look like? I don't have a high definition on. It's like a bug to me. It's some sort of egg cocoon. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Some bug in a cocoon.
It seems to be mixed up.
Dude, relax.
Perfect service. Just like I.
farm this out. I gotta get her mats, get her I3, get her retro and stuff. I'm so behind.
Knock, knock. Room service. Be gone. It's been mixed up for too long. This should be fine, right?
How does the bot 0 poison team perform? I guess the only difference would be like
In the name of darkness.
the only difference would be like Tuesdays she wouldn't like be able to put like a couple extra stacks of poison up, and then her debuff does like her debuff does 20% more Genesis debuff, right? It goes all the way up to like 50% at P2 or 3, something like that. But let's see, with her portrait, what do you get? So her portraits give
Room service.
for the first stack, her poisons do extra damage. So I have her P3. So I'm able to inflict. Please come in. What is? So yeah, okay. So my ult can inflict up to 3 stacks of poison, and then the additional Genesis damage for her poison is increased to 70%, I think, from 35%. And then the Genesis damage is 30, 40, 50, and it goes up to 30% of the crit resist rate versus 15, 25, 35. So I get a little bit easier access to the, I mean, I get more damage on the overall with poison if I have the debuff up, but I'll admit I don't have it at 100%. But it performed very similar because like Willow's P0, so the Beast P1. Kakanya is just here for survivability, so you can use whoever you want. But like Tuesday's not doing an astronomical amount of damage because I have it all in Willow. She's really the main driver. So I'd say like you're probably get a couple 100,000 lower overall, but it's not like millions.
Knock, knock. Room service. Get back and stay back. Stop. This should be fine, right?
And I'm talking about like in the course of like a raid or a really long fight.
Your readings will proceed in the name of darkness. You really did that to a mortal maid?
Ugh, I just want to get some Barcarola.
The same shadow from the same light. Get back and stay back.
Like honestly, Tuesday doesn't even need portraits. Like her P2 is what gives her the Genesis damage upgrade. Like that's like the if you're gonna put anything in her, but like you really don't need it. Like of course it does give you that like extra, like at the rank 1 it's 30 versus 15, and then at rank 3 it's 50 versus 30. But like that's not like really, that's not really anything like that's like drastic. The poison character portraits are really weird. Like they do increase her damage, like the 1 and the 3 do increase her damage, but like with Willow being the DPS, you really don't need all of that. You honestly just need Tuesday to ult and do her debuff. Like that's the main things you need from her.
Get back and stay back.
You don't need to.
Care to lie down?
Like if you were gonna pot somebody up, like do the DPS. Because like Willow does millions more than Tuesday in the course over a battle. Of course, yes, Willow depends on Tuesday, but Tuesday doesn't need all of those portraits. from using Tuesday with portraits and looking at the damage, while Tuesday does do a lot of damage, she doesn't do what Willow does. Yeah.
Get back and stay back. For your safety, Luke will foresee. Get away.
And it's really crazy because like Willow overrides everyone's poison anyways. So like I couldn't even tell you like whose damage is like Willow overrides it with her Hagsbane and it all becomes her damage. So poison team is really weird when you look at like who does the most, because like Willow's taking Sotheby's poisons, Tuesday's poisons, and all of that. Like she's just leeching off of all their poisons. How do I feel about the new boss? I mean, they're adding a harder boss to story. Like, and I say harder as in like you have to actually probably like fight it with a little bit of a legit of a team. That's about it. It has 3 rounds. I think that's interesting. I think that the story bosses should be a little like interesting to fight. I'm not saying that to be super hard, but they should at least be something you have to think about a little bit to fight. First, it's just something where it's like, oh, let me just put whoever and beat it. I think that's how a lot of the stuff in the game should be. It should be somewhat impactful, like if it's a patch boss. Now, like the little stages that we do, like, you know, those I don't care about. Like, you know, farming sharp and dust and everything, those can be easy. But like, you know, the fact that people are waiting weeks to fight, to like go through the event, and leading up to the event, the boss should be somewhat like difficult. Which I am kind of the player who prefers or supports the neighborhood to be highly built because they do provide better mileage in the long run. Yeah, and that's how like I view it too. But like Tuesday, what I really did was I just amped up her. I amped up her Psyche. But like for Willow, I would say Willow doesn't even need portraits because mine is P0 and she does tons of damage. I just have her R15, right? Tuesday, if you want to like solidify her as like a way better support for your poison team, then yes, P2 does give you that really big boost on the Genesis damage, and she's the only one who can increase Genesis damage. So think about like if you're putting her in other teams with Genesis, then she could fit in a team with like Eternity and Kakanya for Genesis. She can fit in a team with 37 technically, right? Because like she's upping that Genesis damage. She's the only one who can boost that if you're doing a very specific Genesis damage team. Even if you're doing like heal Kakanya, you know, you do Kakanya with 2 healers in Tuesday and you're still upping that damage, right? Like that's why I did it for Kakanya. I mean for Tuesday, is because she can make my Kakanya hit harder, Ezra hit harder, 37 hit harder. All of those characters can hit harder because of her on the Genesis damage side, which is why I did it. And because she's poisoned.
Get back and stay back in the name of darkness. Knock knock. Room service. Be gone.
Well, I still gotta farm the event regardless.
I've already said that Sotheby doesn't need a body. Wow. So many things that I haven't seen.
But I'll probably
You're waiting
do the survey.
Get back and stay back. Get away. Knock knock. Room service. Be gone. I tripled the ingredients this time. Just as well. foresee.
In terms of like, I don't know. Lately, I've been downplaying Anjo because like people are freaking out. I think Lopera. I personally think Lopera is a more important character than Anjo Nala. And I know I'm wild for saying that, but it's just Lopera can fit like in every team. And technically so can Anjo. As like another DPS character. That you pair her with somebody. But there are some characters where she doesn't like, it doesn't feel as good. Especially from a P0 standpoint. Like P0 Anjo versus P0 Lopera. I put Lopera over her. It's really crazy. Like, and again, people are like, oh, nah, bro, this character's broken. Like, I'm not saying not to get the limited character. She's limited, you'll never get her again. But in terms of impact to the account, I feel way more impact with one versus the other. Just personal opinion. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's crazy, right? Because they're like, but yours is P5R15. Are you saying like she's not worth it? Like, no, she's a very strong character. But if you have, like, if you have characters that hit hard, like, she's just another character that hit hard. Like, in my opinion, like, to dumb down her kit. Like, and I'm dumbing it down. She's just like another character that hit hard.
Would you do that again?
And I'm not being fair to her at all, and I know this. That's just what it feels like. It's just like, this is another hard-hitting character. Need those coins.
Critter riots. Geological hazard.
I need 4? Something like that. Maybe it was 3. Yeah. These I can just get real quick. Oh god, I'm almost out of those too. You can honestly probably get both. With the amount of pulls that they give you, you could probably get both. Are you skipping, you're skipping Argus,
Critter
right?
riots.
I'm assuming.
Geological hazards in the wilderness.
Man's I would skip Anjo if she wasn't limited. Yeah, bro. Like, I hate saying it, man, but I'm just like, Anjo is like good, but it's like I said, like, it's just you, and it's because, and I'm talking from having all the characters. So like if you're a newer player, like it's a completely different story for you. Thus I'm not really speaking for you, but like I just feel we're okay. Like most people are probably okay without Anjo. Like only because she's limited, where I'm just like, well, you don't want to miss the limited character, right? But like other than that, man, I'm just like, nah, you'll be fine. Cause she doesn't do something at P0 where I'm just like, dang, bro, you have to have that. At least for me. When I use her at P0, I was just like, she doesn't have anything. But again, I have all the characters, so it's a completely different story for me. It's not the same. Like, that's where, like, you know, I can't have those same conversations as everybody else. Like, for me, she just feels like just another strong character. Some are like, well, what's wrong with that? Having another strong character. Don't you need multiple teams, Lucky? Yes. Yes, we do need multiple teams, but like if we're deciding between like if you're having to decide between units, right? And like people are like, well, I want Willow, but I want Anjo. And they're like, well, I'm getting Tuesday. And I'm like, well, I mean, if you're getting Tuesday, like having Lean more so than Anjo, kind of like, you know, I could just farm. Let's see, res 7. Let me just go get these real quick. Forget pulling for 6 to Soul Day Wind Song and P1 Mercuria. I don't use them anymore. You'll use Wind Song and a Soul Day. 6. 6. Yeah, 6 was a character. Like, I think it was 2 patches after him. Maybe patch after. I don't know if y'all have been with me for that long. But I was like, you know what? Like, everyone's like glazing 6. I was like, he's gonna fall out as soon as like people actually get the characters. I don't know if y'all remember, but I was like, he's really great for Universal, but once you get more characters, you're not gonna use him anymore. Like, he's just a placeholder. And that's what he is now. He's just he's literally a placeholder until you get the characters that you want.
Although we come from different lands, we share the
Like,
same dream. There is still much to...
Let us have
for
a
his
fair
enemy,
fight.
and she is good for everyone, but at the same time not best in slot for anyone.
Flashing you up. Psychiatrist at work. Easy there.
I mean, who at P0, not many characters compete with her though, other than Mercuria. Alex, like, she gets 40% crit rate, 10% of her crit damage, ult might, or incantation might, and can do a little bit of healing, and also does a follow-up, and passively gains Moxie every turn. Like, bro, there's not many characters who can do what she does. Like, so I think she's actually like best in slot for a couple characters. Like, I just don't think anyone's saying it, but like, she, like, not like, it's like Mercuria is best in slot for, like, you know, a couple characters, but she's also universal too. Like, when you talk about a universal support, she's more universal than like 6, and we glazed 6 back in the day. Like, she does a lot. Like, any crit character wants low para. There's no, like, there's nobody who can help a crit character like she can. And then she gives those characters crit conversion. I completely forgot about saying that. She gives those characters a crit conversion if they're also over. Which is very possible for some. So that way, if you're using Vila as your healer, or somebody else who has like a ton of crit, she can also help in that regard. She does a lot. And she doesn't really suffer from like anything either. Like Mercuria is literally the only one who can do as many buffs as her. Honestly, like that's what puts her, like Lopera and Mercuria, that's what puts them like at this spot of like, I'm a buffer, but I do so dang much, bro. Like they do so much in one kit to where a lot of the older buffers can't even keep up, because it's like dude, like we're looking at characters who do so much stuff. Like, and then you can literally pair, if you do a hyper team, a hyper carry team, you can pair Lopera and Mercuria on the same team, and with Lopera giving the extra like actions helps out with Mercuria gaining stacks, and then the crit rate and crit damage that Mercuria is giving helps out with the 10% that Lopera is giving, and then the crit rate from Mercuria can help with the conversion to give more crit damage. It's actually like these two together are really good as well. I need these like wings. I need 3 of them. Weren't they in the shop for the event? And then I'll be done. No, they weren't. Just biased because poison is stronger. You already have Mercuria Vila for buffs. Well, I think that, like, well, investing into the poison team, yeah, like, there's, the poison team is a team where it's complete, basically. Like, there's really nothing you can add to the poison team from what, like, you could maybe change out some units, like, here and there, but it's so to be Willow and Tuesday with whoever you plug in the 4th, which is probably going to be Kakanya or Vila, whoever you use.
Get out of here.
Um,
Allow me.
and the other teams, like, I think if your character doesn't have extra actions, like, Lopera is better than Mercuria, because, like, extra action characters build up the stacks a lot better. So if your if your character doesn't have extra actions, then Lopera is better. But that's also funny because, like, almost every character that's come out has extra actions now. That's not really even a thing to say. Like, if your character doesn't have extra actions, there's most likely an older character.
Stars in the sky. In the dreams. Look.
But I also gauge it as, like,
Huh? It's already
if,
over?
like, for Mercuria, like, with her, it's, like, more for characters that want their cards ranked up. Like, even with her new Psycube, right? With her new Psycube, like, it ups, like, the power of cards that are, like, level 2 and 3. And a lot of the characters I play right now, like, they don't really care to have upgraded cards. They just, they got, ugh. How am I gonna do this?
Critter riots, geological hazards in the wilderness, and children at each other's throats before bed. The noise from other rooms seems to be from either one
Okay.
or all of them.
Don't worry, we're not gone. We're
But
back.
sure. What am I worried?
Just had a little bit of a hiccup.
There are only that buzzy little ankle biter must run on curiosity. Just an ounce of it can drive her. Critter riots. Geological
Let's see.
hazards.
Let me just do this so I can get the
492760.
I'm gonna buy this little wing and be done. Nah, I think Barcarola and her team wanting all this Euphoria is like wild to me. Like it's so expensive for a CN player. Now for y'all, like y'all could like farm up and all that stuff if you were going for it. But dude, it's so expensive for me. Like since I like have all these characters, I level everybody. I can't do stuff effectively as everybody else. Does she have the... No, hers is the weird one. It's a trauma bonus. It's probably gonna be this one, but I'll wait. She has the upside down T-shape. Who has that? Isn't that Voyagers? No, Voyagers is Z-shape. Who has the T-shape? Is that Beast characters? Gutsy in. Spaladia does. Yeah, it's pretty much... She doesn't have a lot of crit damage. She has crit rate. Better portraits are like wild. Jesus, look at this team. This is so interesting.
Step into the fairy ring.
Wow. Okay, so I saw some of y'all post So yeah, so she's taking a lot of extra damage. How do I even want to like? How'd she start with ult?
No worries.
Do you have any requests? Beating. Listen to the melodies of
Her having
winds and
Eureka
waves.
is so weird.
Stars.
That's disgusting.
Saxophones and... Do you have any requests?
That's disgusting.
Listen up.
Unbelievable what they did to Jessica. You talking about make her a petrify character? But you gains Moxie at the start now? I don't remember reading that part. I hadn't gone through her full kit. What the hell am I looking at?
What an awful racket you make. What an awful racket you make. Saxophones and... Do you have any requests?
Relax.
What the hell is...
Please enjoy.
Did you upgrade her Euphoria
Sing.
scene?
Goodbye.
I smell the scent of Mercuria.
Yeah, I literally have to get Voyager and Matilda. Dude, this is disgusting.
Breach of free breeze passenger etiquette. I know how to do it.
No worries.
The petrify needs 10 stacks of the buff to happen. Oh god. And she has to rebuild the stack after petrify. So it's not good at all, is what you're saying.
With a crescendo, with fortissimo tutti.
Jesus.
What an awful racket you make.
Barely any increase her range. I'm so sorry, man. Knowing that you're the, you know, knowing that you're the lover of
Do you have any requests?
all things
Saxophones and... I know how to do
Jessica.
Bandura. As you listen up.
They didn't even do her justice.
I dedicate this song to you.
This is crazy. Like, what is this?
Relax. No worries.
Like, this is crazy.
Thank you for your cooperation.
And this is damage for like no, like with no setup. Like, I'm not even doing all of this correctly. Like, what even is
I know
this?
how to do it.
I smell the scent of mint oil. Please, listen.
Your fate is doomed! This is a breach of free breed pasture etiquette. Saxophone
No
sense.
worries.
A bandura? As you wish, please enjoy.
For everyone.
Dude. Like.
I know how to do it. Do you have any requests? Listen up. This is your only fate.
Reading.
Now for the crescendo with Fortissimo Tutti.
Yeah, they made it more difficult how you can
They are much
actually use the
naughtier than
character.
Foundation's kids.
They gave it its own thing. Interesting. Am I crazy for like kind of liking that? That's like so it's so interesting. It's interesting because like I didn't do like I didn't do anything. It's so interesting though. I don't feel like I did anything. That was so interesting.
Critter riots.
Alright, let me go
Geological
farm for her
hazards and
Psyche. Cube. Just need 4,000 more. I don't feel like I did anything. Can you skip Tuesday? You're getting Tuesday if you're wanting to build a poison team, which means you're going to be pulling Willow, which is after Anjo. If you don't plan on having a poison team, you can skip Tuesday. I was trying Barca at some stages. My whole team got CC, but inspirations were still counted in improv. And Canada was still attack. Massive quality of life. Ooh, interesting.
You can't stop. This should be fine, right? I trickled ingredients this time.
You're
Guess I can
waiting.
stay back. Your punishment will come.
Here she
I
comes.
don't know what inspiration's damage type is.
A bloody handprint on
I
broken glass.
trickled ingredients this time.
Actually, let me look.
From the same
I
land.
might know, like, I might have, I'm guessing in my head, but I don't know for sure. Hold on.
You're waking.
waiting. It's for your safety. Blue will foresee in the name of darkness. Bodyguards! Where are the bodyguards? Knock, knock. Room service.
I saw she changed it to Star. Yeah. So it's probably not Genesis.
Perfect
Well,
service.
I don't think it's Genesis,
like
but
always.
I guess it's just, yeah, it's just Star damage. That's all I remember. There's no way that would, like, there's no way they would make that Genesis. Right? I mean, they made Flutter's special number.
It's for your safety. Be gone.
I don't have her other teammates, though.
Knock, knock. Room service.
That's what sucks.
Will foresee your ending. Ingredients this time for too long. You're waiting. Just keep calm, please. The same shadow from the same light.
Well, I don't have the
Will foresee your
Euphoria.
ending.
That Euphoria is expensive.
A bloody handprint on broken glass at your service. Get back and stay back in the name of darkness. Splendid. Just splendid. And off my mirror.
Her teammates are Matilda, Voyager, because they're inspiration characters.
Knock, knock. Room service.
For right now, until they put out a new character.
Ah, it's easy mixed up.
Anjo Nala team or Poison team, if you're talking about P0,
Perfect service. Just like always.
I'm biased. I'd personally say Poison team if you're able to pull Tuesday and Willow. For Anjo Nala, you just put her with Mercuria, Vila, and like somebody else, and like that's really her. She like, you just put her with some buffers. Oh, Six can use her.
Let us have a fair fight. A bloody
Like
handprint
6
on broken
Mercuria.
glass at your service. Be gone.
Really, she just wants negative statuses,
Get away.
and I think Six has a few
Knock,
that he can
knock.
do.
Room service. Get back and stay back.
But like, I think Mercuria obviously is better than 6. So Mercuria, 6, Vila. I mean Mercuria, Vila, and then like
I tripled
Lopera
Time
or
will foresee your punishment will come.
somebody else with her. But I personally say Poison. Poison's just simple. If I even use P0 Poison, did with Tuesday. Our Poison team is not as willed out as you think. Like, it's not like Tuesday does like. It's not like Tuesday's doing a majority of my damage. My Willow is P0. All Tuesday is doing is giving like a little extra buff to the Genesis. Like, if the debuff is up, but it's not like the debuff is up 100% of the time. Tuesday's getting hella out damage by Willow.
Get back and stay back. I tripled the ingredients this time.
Perfect service. Just like always.
No, she is flexible, but I'm just saying, like, if, like, that's why I said you can put her with whoever, but like the best buffers in the game you can put her with. She's not really defined by a team the way that she is. So like, technically in pulling, like, if you're pulling a character, Anjo is better because she's a universal DPS character. But in But like if you're wanting a team, Poison Team is really good.
Knock. Room service.
Pretty sure debuff is doubled. This is the P2. It goes from 15, 25, 35 to 30 to 30, 40, 50. That's what I'm saying. When the debuff is up, yes, it's stronger. But like, that's why I told you, like, if my Poison Team is doing, like I said, if my Poison Team is doing 4 million in a raid, if Tuesday is P0, you're still going to be doing like 3 mil. And if you can't do 3 mil, you're still doing over 2 million. Because I hardly ever have that debuff up 100% of the time. My Willow's R15, of course she's gonna outdamage her. Okay, but like she's P0 though. Like, I made her R15 the way her poisons are stronger. But my Tuesday never did anywhere close to the type of damage my Willow did. Like, yes, my Tuesday's P3 R10 and my Willow's P0 R15. Like, there are two different types of characters. Tuesday's support. Okay, so then what are you arguing about? You were arguing saying that I didn't play with the P0 poison team, but now you're saying, oh well, Tuesday is a support, so of course Willow's gonna outdamage her, and I told you that Willow's P0. So what are you arguing about? Like, what is your point? What is your point? Are you just trying to say that I can't say that a P0 poison team is good? Is like, that's what you're saying? When I'm not the only person, who's seen, like, who's used poison. There's other creators who have showcased P0 poison teams and they've beaten content. You're not making any points. Yes, I portrayed the poison support. I did not portray the DPS. And it's R15. Yes. I was questioning if you've ever used a team P0 because you said you'd pick it over Anjo team. Yes, I would pick it over Anjo team still. Because it doesn't... The only weakness it has is... like, the enemies being immune. Other than that, like, no damage reduction affects it. So with all of the enemies being super tanky and all that, the Genesis damage just eats through it. It's a very, like, simple... It's a very simple team.
Get back and stay back in the name of darkness.
Just apply poisons and explode it. Whereas Anjo is affected by damage reduction and stuff like that, and a Flatus and all that. Like, Poison Team doesn't have to worry about a Flatus, it doesn't have to worry about, it doesn't have to worry about damage reduction, anything like that. And honestly, immunity affects Anjo Nala too, because she wants enemies to have debuffs, the way that she can get extra power. So, the same things as affect Poison Team basically kind of affect Anjo Nala in a way, but if I were going to want a team, I would want Poison.
A bold attempt. You're waking. A real troublemaker against, aren't you? Get away. Just grand. Knock, knock. Room service. Blue will foresee your ending. Stop. You should be fine, right?
I think we all know bypassing damage reduction doesn't mean that you're going to do more damage. But I know you're doing a dig at 37 before you even say it. But Poison Team obviously does, like... I don't know why I have to, like, argue this.
You're waking. The same shadow from the same light.
And we're not even, like, we're not talking about 37. We're talking about Anjo Nala team versus Poison team.
A bloody handprint on broken glass at your service. Get back and stay back. Get away. Knock, knock. Room service. Luke will fulfill your ending in the name of darkness.
Come back. I need your feedback on our session.
All right, let me get this. Let me get this Psyche. Yeah, dude, like, I don't know what you're arguing. Like, what are you trying to say? Like, you just wanted to comment. It's like, well, you don't know if Poison team is better than Anjo team. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Critter riots. Geological.
like even at the top ranks of like whales, Anjo doesn't like even rank up there. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, it's Windsong and Poison team. Like, of all the whale teams of people doing high score, if Windsong can't do it, then Poison does it. Like, and I'm not trying to do a dig at Anjo Nala. She's a great character, but Poison's busted. Poison's absolutely busted. That's why I'm like suggesting to people for P0, it's still a really, really good team. The only thing that changes with P5 of any of these characters is the poisons just do more damage, but they still function the same, pretty much. Who am I even leveling up? Where's Barcarola? I keep skipping over her because she looks like somebody else. Oh, I do have her cube. I just haven't used it. What do you imagine that devs could do? Looks like who? Lopera? I didn't say that. I didn't say Lopera. Don't put words into my mouth. Don't put words into my mouth because I did not say Lopera. Okay. She just looks like another character. It does not have to be Lopera. I skip Lopera to get. I'm not telling anybody. I am not, as a content creator, telling anybody to skip Lopera or Anjo. They are very, very strong characters. But if I took off my content creator hat and I were to talk to you personally, I would say that Lopera feels more impactful to my account, even as a P0 character. Even for me, as everyone calls me the whale, as a whale player, Lopera feels more impactful to my account. I like just the buffs that she gives and everything that she can do. It's really, really good. If you feel like you have enough buffers, then like you're fine, right? But Anjo just feels like another DPS at P0. It appears that she just feels like another DPS.
Knock, knock. Room service.
Telling everyone to skip Barcarola, way too expensive. Her team is very expensive. I do not disagree with that. I don't know if you did all the Euphoria upgrades from last patch, but it left me material broke Steam bun. And so like when I'm looking at having to do Euphoria upgrades for Voyager and Matilda, like dude, that's like doing R15s for characters. Like that shit is expensive, man. It literally feels the same of doing R15 like grinding. Yeah, it takes the stats of the entire team, so you like actually have to highly invest. For it's the more you invest, the more you do damage. So either you like upgrade the characters all the way, or you just do portraits.
Room service.
Is Euphoria game mode really hard to grind for new players? Yeah. Yeah.
You're not half bad.
They still like get like the best amount of everything. It's actually pretty difficult. Reverie, it's gimmicky in some stuff too. It's a very difficult mode. Like you literally need multiple teams to do it, and I ain't talking no limbo. Like you need really built teams. So Euphoria isn't even something you should consider.
Knock knock. Room service. Get back and stay back.
Yeah.
This time, what you know?
Like to beat it, you have to use like a super gimmicky ass team or level up characters that you typically would never level up. Like, and then you're having to make 3 teams to do it. Like, no, I'm not. Like, it's Euphoria is something for players who've been around for a while. Like, that's all it's for. It's not for new players.
The same shadow from the same light. Luke will foresee your ending.
Have you tried the new Jessica Euphoria? Is it poison? No. She actually has been kicked out of the poison team and she's petrify now. She is Druvis's best friend. But as per my peer, Steam Bun, who is a Jessica lover, he thinks it's mid AF. So
Room service.
that means I'm not gonna work on it for a while.
Perfect service, just like always.
I'll take his word. I'll take Steam Bun's word because he actually loves Jessica. So if he's saying Jessica's mid, then I will just take his word for it that it's mid. Because like I didn't have the resources for it either way. Like, dude, I'm struggling. God, man. Still trying to farm this shit. I mean, I'm almost done. But, hold on, let me see. What is it? My P1 Voyager, because she decided to screw me over. Oh my God, I forget she has to be level 30. Okay, well, that's not happening tonight. And that means Matilda... No. Yeah, see, I gotta have this.
Ranger Brimley salutes you.
I still haven't leveled my Brimley either. I was farming for him. That way people could like showcase him, and I'm like, I don't have enough resources for him. God. Your boy material broke, man. That's what we call it. Let me go ahead and just farm out this event. You just need to learn the gimmicks and have heavily invested characters. That doesn't sound easy, Steam. Oh. Yeah, I mean, like, they have to... if they go into it day one and say, you know, oh, what are the best characters for Reverie? And then they do it that way, and then, yeah, they'll probably have a better shot than most.
Critter riots. Geological
But Tutu, hopefully she's really good. I'm right there with y'all. I hope she's really, really good. I'm kind of scared, like...
Critter riots.
Alright, so she's finally built. Means bulletin in 4 days. That's on Sunday. Nice. I gotta beat this. I have 3 days. Okay. Let's see it right here. I want to see what she looks like in a non team for her. Like if I just use her as a normal character.
Be fearless, whether you're in icy wind or scorching heat.
Let the overture begin.
Experience fuels knowledge.
Just another shift.
To the left, to the right.
Splash in the water.
Laundry time.
Shine. Listen. Take a deep breath.
I don't get it. This is a breach of free breeze passenger etiquette.
Like cupping the moon in the palm of my hand. Like cupping the moon in the palm of my hand.
We're always well prepared.
No,
Aren't we?
drives
Crackling
progress.
bomb I'm good at.
Yeah, it definitely is not as much inspiration and all that.
And the stars in the sky.
Dang.
Listen up.
Devote yourselves to one another.
Should have probably got Lopera.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
See how my skills glisten in the sunlight.
To the right.
Saxophone's end. A bandura? As you wish.
The sparkling of the sea, the shimmering of scales. There is always a light to follow.
Regaining control of our
I
bodies.
dedicate this song to you. Now for the crescendo. With
Based on Blue
fortissimo
Clock recent work,
melody.
Petrify and Poison mostly for plant. Burn for beast. Star follow-up. I don't know, still missing team synergy. Wow, those actually did really good. Those did really good for her not really
This is a
being
breach of
in her
free
team.
passenger etiquette.
She still did a decent amount of damage.
Knowledge drives progress.
Just another shift. Saxophone's end. A bandura?
Experience fuels
As you
knowledge.
wish.
Bask in the sunlight.
It's out of you. Please enjoy.
Her incantations are hitting like crazy though. At least for normal character standards.
Yes, I got this.
To the left,
Just another shift.
to the right.
Maybe I'm just glazing, but
Knowledge drives progress.
I feel like she's hitting like by herself, like she's not as good as she would be with Voyager and Matilda. Her incantations are hitting really hard.
Rise and shine.
Shine.
This is for us all.
That was still 45,000 damage.
Take a deep breath.
Ah, she's frozen. So we'll see what happens now. It does add together.
What I'm good
I
at.
was curious about that.
These sheets are my wings.
See how my skills glisten in the sunlight.
Saxophone's end. A
To
bandura?
the right.
As you wish.
The sparkling
Sorry,
of
I'm
the
not looking
sea,
at chat
the
because I'm like,
shimmering of
I'm
scales.
thinking.
There
Give me a
is
sec.
always a light to follow.
I'm like,
Listen.
Listen up.
so somebody was saying earlier when they got CC, they were able to use it.
Bursting.
Journey to the cosmos.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. Like, I'm not mad at it without her team. Yeah. 30, there's no way 37's Euphoria isn't good. She's there. Watch out. Where is important Matilda's optional or essential? I don't know, because like Flutter Page seemed like she was increasingly, because of all her extra attacks, she seems like she was actually like doing something. Like, I feel like you could use Flutter Page instead of Matilda if you really didn't want to use Matilda. Because like selling people on Matilda is a hard sell because you're like, dog, like unless they're really going for this team. Dang, but I like her. She's making me like, I'm not gonna do it, maybe, but her stacks, like if I weren't a content creator for her type of team, I'd probably put portraits in her. I'm not gonna do it because people don't like when I do portraits, but she's that type of character where I'm like, I like you. I would put portraits in you because like she's starting a whole new team, and it's interesting. I'm always down for something that's interesting. Now, is it Whale City like because they gotta level up everything to get all the damage? Yeah, but I like. It's not even really her. It's just what she enables with the inspiration. The inspiration seems really interesting, but the fact that it's doing like 20k little procs with me doing nothing, like, is pretty cool. So I most likely will keep the team at P0 because like I don't want to see those hits start doing like 50, 60, 70k. Like if I like wailed out on the team and then now the team is looking just like a baby win song. And yeah. But that's what it feels like. It does feel like a baby win song with everything. It feels really good. Bro, male characters ain't gonna, like, male characters are something that you just don't want. Like, I've never seen a community want a male character so bad, like, in any game, like, ever. Most people are, like, ill to male characters, but in R99, bro, y'all are consistent. Wait, let me see how much.
Finding any bedtime stories
Let me
here.
see. Voyager. Level 30. Okay, so I have enough. I just need to get 221 dust. We'll work on Voyager. Milky, only if you're pulling Barcarola. That's kind of like what the Euphoria is like. Here, I'm gonna give you a quick breakdown. If you're investing in poison, you're using Sotheby's. If you're not investing in poison, you're not doing Sotheby's Euphoria upgrade. For Druvis, if you like Petrify and you want to use it in Reverie in the future for like some CC, then you're doing Druvis and Jessica. Shemaine, don't bother. Sorry. Eternity, if you're wanting to do some like Kakanya, Similwise, not Kakanya, but if you're wanting to do some like Similwise, Eternity type like stuff, then you can do that. Otherwise, yeah, skip on it. Lilia, if you're getting Lopera, you want to do some bullet stuff with one build, or you want to do some ult stuff with the other, still with Lopera, then you can do Lilia, but I'd probably say no, because the new characters being star, like Lilia was like cool, but then like with the new characters, I'm just like, well, this is a waste. I'm not gonna use it. Voyager, if you're gonna use Barcarola, which it looks like it's gonna be pretty strong, you upgrade Voyager. Tenet for bullet meta, and then Matilda for bullet. Bjorn, sure, but I'm not gonna use Bjorn like that, but like I think Bjorn got hers too, right? Yeah, it's just I haven't done it either.
You'd better.
No Bjorn BP skin. I wasn't playing at that time. to be honest. I didn't join the game until 1.4. Alright, let me go farm the event. Be Kjorn. I'm not saying Kjorn Bloom. Just like how I say J and Z or Joe. You can't make me change. I'm an American, and that's how I'm saying it. But Kjorn, it's the best you getting, boy. I'm just a little bit more ignorant than Steambun. Steambun lives in the same state as me.
A bloody handprint on broken glass.
We're basically creator neighbors.
Will foresee your ending. Knock, knock. Room service. Be gone. I trickled the ingredients this time.
I mean, like, in all actuality, it doesn't really matter. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna... Like, these are names around the world that, like, I don't commonly say. As Lux stole my cat and kicked my dog exposed. Lies.
A bloody handprint on broken glass.
I don't even know what you look like.
From the same line.
So how am I gonna kick your cat and dog? And I've never kicked a cat and dog. You've never FaceTimed or Google Duo'd me before.
A real troublemaker with a dance, aren't you?
For all you guys know, Steampunk could just be AI. He could just be an R99 created streamer.
Knock,
He could just
knock.
literally just be AI.
Room service.
It's a really good AI program. You don't see his face. How do you know he's real?
I've already said that Sotheby doesn't need a bodyguard.
And then the AI made a new account for Zenless Zone Zero. That's why he's using that one.
You're waking. It's for your safety. Luke will foresee your ending.
I want to ask your opinion for my account. Is it necessary to level up I3 characters or leave it on level 1?
Get back and stay back. Would you care to lie down?
Okay. There are some split opinions for some people on this one. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I do it for most of my characters.
In the name of
Is because I don't have the resources to level them up to 60 because I level up so many characters and I like do different upgrades. I can't afford to level them to 60. But I also find for a lot of characters
Get back and stay back.
that the farming that you would do to get them from like level 1 to 60, I feel like you could just put that into resonance instead of the leveling, because I personally don't feel like it's that big of an upgrade versus like giving them a different resonance like pattern, upgrading the resonance if you're gonna farm for something. Then that's just me.
Knock, knock.
I feel like I3 level 1 is fine.
Luke
Like,
will foresee your
maybe back in
ending.
the day when we needed that extra tank and stuff like that, the extra HP stats, but now that there's like Dracania and better healers and all that stuff, I don't feel like you need it. Now, if you're a completionist and you just like seeing them at max level, that's a different story, but I don't really feel like it's necessary. Yeah, level 30 is a stopping place for a lot of people. I think it was like, what, level 20 for like supports and stuff, and level 30 for DPS, but
Get back and stay back. Knock, knock. Room service. Luke
But for Euphoria upgrades, you need to be level 30. So I would say for like, you know, level 30 is probably just where you really want to be, because like that's where they're doing the Euphoria upgrades anyways. So and a lot of the stuff. Level 60 helps with reveries of the rain, that's for sure. Yeah. Reverie's a little bit different of a story. Yeah, Reverie wants your characters like built and an actual team made. Definitely can't throw random characters together, because you either gotta find something gimmicky or like just beat the mechanics. For me, I can't read Chinese, so I have to translate everything. It's not as easy for me.
I need your feedback on it.
Am I caught up on 3 doors? You know the answer to that question. I don't even know why you asked me that. Like, you just want to embarrass me on my stream. I don't even know why you asked me that question. I should put you in timeout for that. I should put you in timeout. You know the answer to that.
Either way. Knock knock. Room service.
Like, dude, I got 3 gluttony. I got like, not 3 gluttonies, but I have like, them gluttonies is waiting in there. I think it's like, I don't know how many are in total, but dude, I ain't touching that. Dog your 3 doors, well, congratulations. I could literally, I'll tell you how bad I don't want to do 3 doors. It could be, I could be like 1 pull short from getting a character on stream day or night for the release of like a limited character. I would literally rather spend $1 or 2 than do 10 minutes of 3 doors.
Perfect service.
Not even 10, probably 5 minutes of 3 doors. Like, no. I refuse. I hate that mode. I think it'd be faster if you use Lucy instead. The enemy's pretty tanky.
Knock knock. Room service. Blue will foresee your ending. This time for too long.
I never looked up a guide for him. Like, I never looked up a guide, I was just doing him. And like, that's probably why. But like, it's just tedious. I already have to deal with Hoyoverse, like, puzzles and quests and all the stupid stuff that they do. I'm not gonna do it in R99.
Get back and stay back.
What cubes do you recommend to Gluttony?
A good handprint on broken glass.
Like, the easiest way to answer it. But when it comes to DPS, your strongest DPS. Like,
Knock knock. Room service.
but I'll say, like, right now, my thoughts is like, Loperas is probably at the top for me in terms of like really good like Psycubes that I've amped up. but then also something that's universal, right? So Lopera, because she gives like the extra stats of 12% on ult might and incantation might. For me, Kukanya, I did because it ups her Genesis damage, but it's not really that crucial because she mainly just wants the stats, right? And the damage section isn't that crucial. And Tuesdays, like, you don't have to amp this. Like, it was not a big increase. Like, it's okay, but it's not a big enough increase for someone who's free to play to really use their gluttonies. I think it took you from like 2 to 8 or something like that. It wasn't crazy. Spy the Diaz cube is really good. J&Z's cube is really good. Luxurious Leisure is still really good. Like, you know, the old school ones, like the hopscotch, the BON, like those are still really good cubes. And then like your Lucy's cube, your Anjo Nala's cube. I did Willow's cube because it was actually a big increase for her. But like ones that like I just skipped on doing was like Gutsy for sure. I would say that Argus's cube I didn't need to do because I don't really use Argus. Could have skipped on that one. Marcus's cube could have skipped on that one because I don't really use her. Isolde's cube, at the time I did it, but like looking back I didn't really have to. But you know, like I think of the characters that I use a lot, and like they have to have like a big upgrade for me. So like if we look here, like these small upgrades, like they seem small, but then you multiply them, they could probably be really big. And then you look at someone like Gutsy, right? Like his get large, but it's like, do you really care about Gutier's damage? So you really got to look at the cube. Like some of the cubes just give extra damage. It's not necessary. I think that's like her cube, Mercuria's cube. I think her 6-star cube gives her extra damage when her like 5-star cube is better in every way.
You won't be finding any bedtime stories here. I intend that one.
I need to do this. You can use Getien for Anjo though? Okay, but like think about what you just said. Like, you're using Gutien's cube for Anjo Nala. Why would you not just use Anjo Nala's cube? Like what? That'd be silly. You can use Lucy plus Anjo in that stage. I bet it would be fast. I did that and it wasn't. Lucy don't do a lot of damage unless you're killing stuff. Like, I'd rather just use Windsong and single target than a P5 Lucy. Ever tell you you asked too many questions? No? Like, I asked the right question. It feels like you just said something because you wanted to say something. You can use Gutsy Insight Cube with Anjo Nala. Like, what? You just wanted to counter me. Yeah. It's open. And I'm upset because I've been farming. And sitting here, I could have set it to this dumb little timer. Let me see. When I wake up, it'll be 3, and then it'll be ready by the middle of the day for me to get to the 5 mark right here.
You won't be finding any bedtime stories here.
Yep. Well, looks like I'm ahead of you, sir. Yeah, this patch is shorter. Steam Bun, come on. You don't know how the game works? It's a shorter patch, sir.
You won't be finding any bedtime stories here.
Which is scary because, like, 2 weeks is so quick. How worth is it to get Anjo Nala? God, I feel like I've been answering that question. Like, my answer keeps changing with that question. You should get a copy of her, but don't do anything other than that. Wait, was that Mercuria on the Battle Pass? Yeah, she's the first 6-star character to have a Battle Pass skin. So it's like even more worth to get the Battle Pass now. Anjo Nala is a cool and great oh, she's up here. She's a cool and great character. She do a lot damage and she can fit in a lot of places. There's no reason, unless you have a specific goal in mind, there's no reason to not get her. But with, you know, how there's really decent teams now. So like some of the universal characters, it's gonna be more interesting with universal characters because like there's specific teams being made now. It's the same thing that I said with 6. Like with 6, he's a really good character, but as you get specific teams and you fill the holes of those teams, you won't need them. With Anjo Nala, like, and I'm talking specifically P0. With Anjo Nala, which is a really great character, like, if any of these other teams are able to outperform her, then, like, you probably won't be using her as much. Like, Poison Team doesn't need her. Windsong's, like, team doesn't need her. Marcus's team doesn't need her. You know, like, now there's gonna eventually be a bullet meta and Barcarola. Like, some of these nerd characters, they don't really need her. And then, like, Lucy is still, like, the AoE queen in terms of, like, weaker units, right? So she covers that. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but yeah. Yeah. The game is leaning towards niche teams. Yeah, they're leaning towards niche teams. Which I think helps them out a lot to be able to sell these characters. So remember, it is a gacha game at the end of the day. And they gotta sell these characters, and the only way to do that is to have these really cool niche teams. Because other than that, no one's gonna win anything. What? Sorry, I didn't know what you're asking. This is my residence on her. Aside from the values, this is what and then I did the incantation based one. Did I see Barcarola's Extreme? No, I did not. What was I doing? I think I'm getting sick. My throat hurts. I have a sore throat. I hope I'm not getting sick. I'm tired of being sick. Okay, so I need 3 birds, a hand, and a little ghost. I might, bro. I don't think I can. Dude, these Euphorias are gonna get annoying, man. I'm trying to farm these things, dude. Am I out? Ugh. Don't have any more. I think y'all are far enough away from me. I'm already in a quarantine room. All you see is a white wall. I've been reduced, like, if you've seen the devolution. Like, my streams have gotten worse and worse in the background. Like, I used to have like a bunch of stuff on the wall, anime posters, shelf, and everything like that. And then like, then I at least had like a little bit of artwork and stuff. And then like in my other location, I had like a bed. You could at least see that on a bed. Now, you have no idea where I'm at. Yeah, like my streams have just gone. Now I'm literally just in front of a wall. Like, you don't even know where I'm at anymore. And like, dang, is this man? Where is this man, Lex? I could be in the break room of a McDonald's. You don't know. Lex has been kidnapped. Yo, Lucky, blink twice if you're in trouble.
I've already said that Sotheby doesn't need a bodyguard.
Yeah, I've been kidnapped. That way I can stream. Cause y'all know I haven't been on my shit lately, bro. Cause I've been so busy, man. I want to stream and make videos more, but like, I'm so tired. I'm just so exhausted.
Critter riots.
Your boy out here, man. Okay, so in all honesty, Voyager is not gonna be leveled tonight. Although I could make a small purchase tomorrow and get the things that I need. I usually always buy this right here, and then I end up getting this, which gives me the gluttony, and then I get these 2 things here. Ooh, but I might need this. And then then I have the monthly supply. So I spend 20 bucks. Let me see, what is this in yuan? 98 plus 72. Okay, so 170. 168. It's gonna be like 25. It's gonna be like $22, $23. $23, I could probably get everything I need. Oh, Necro? So you can buy her outright with 45, which is like $7. Or you can buy her right here in this pack and get 4 pulls. So it's 58. So it's like I'm paying like not even $1 more. And I can just get her skin. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a new way they're trying to do it. They're really trying to get people to get those skins, bro. They gotta get that extra money. Like, I'm not even mad at them for doing it this way. I mean, like, at least for me buying the skin, I get something out of it. Because buying the skin this way, like, you know, it's $7 won't get nothing. At least the other way I get something. Which I do want to get the skin. It's a really good skin. And I use Kakanya, like, all the time. I wish I was a higher rank, but it's whatever. Beggars can't be choosers.
You won't be finding any bedtime stories here. I intend on...
Okay. So Necro's a paid skin and Mercuria's a BP. That's news. That's how I spend money in R99. Yeah. Man, I really want to... Okay, so... Stream. How about this? Let's make a deal. Okay. I end stream soon. That way I can go to sleep. And then I promise you, when I go live, I will work on Voyager and have her ready. And then we'll do Voyager. We'll do Voyager and Barcarola. I will not have Matilda. It's, well, maybe. I'll try my best. If I go to sleep now, I wake up, I can make some money, work, and then I'll get the extra materials that I need. I'll get the extra materials I need and have a full Barcarola kit. So that's what we'll do. And then I gotta start farming for Patutu as well while doing all this. So y'all have a good one. Look, it looks out. I'll miss y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. I have no conclusion on Barcarola. Just know that her team is expensive. Her team expensive AF. So that's about it. Anyways, peace out. We outie.